is my first video on my new channel, which is Revolt Strength and Fitness. And basically I intend to put up videos containing like information and ideas just about what has worked for me to build muscle and get lean, and hopefully that it helps a lot of other people with the process. But now I'll start with introducing myself. My name is Chris. I'm in grade 12, 18 years old, aspiring bodybuilder, aspiring robotics engineer, and I'm really hoping that this channel can help some of you who watch it. And now my first topic, and yes, I'm reading this off a script because the first time I tried it I was a bit too fucking nervous and stuffed it up. So anyway, let's get started. Now there's a lot of speculation out there about using fruit as a primary carb source while cutting. I think many people have different opinions on the matter, but it can be looked at in two ways, depending on the person's goals. Now firstly, fruit is low in calories, which straight away meets fat loss requirement number one, which is to consume less calories than you're burning. Now many different fruits also have fat burning properties, like grapefruit in particular, but as far as carb sources go, apples, oranges, bananas and berries in particular can provide a solid carb source while dieting. It is also worth noting that fruit as a carb source is a much more natural and enjoyable way of eating as opposed to consuming processed grains and starches. I'd also recommend choosing organic fruit over non-organic because supermarkets chemically and artificially speed up the process, the maturity process of a lot of their vegetation, and since the fruit or whatever hasn't had a chance to slowly and thoroughly mature, it actually tends to be a bit lower in nutrients, or nutrient quality I should say, than its organic counterpart. Now another added benefit of fruit as a carb source is that various fruits are loaded with essential micronutrients and vitamins that contribute to good health and general well-being. For example, I find that using fruit as a primary carb source on a low-carb diet works exceptionally well, but that's just me. Now I know IFBB Pro Phil Hernan uses fruit as a primary carb source for himself and a lot of his clients, and has had pretty good results. But I believe the biggest downside to consuming fruit day in, day out is it'll put unnecessary stress on your pancreas due to sugar composition. That's why I wouldn't recommend it in the long term, but that sort of shit's only going to happen if you're consuming 200 or 300 grams of carbs exclusively from fruit, which a lot of people aren't going to do in contest prep. But to basically sum everything up, this is a great way to keep carbs in your diet while cutting and not store them as fat. Don't buy into all that mainstream bullshit either about carbs being the enemy. But I guess it all just depends on your goals. I mean, if your goal is to build muscle, then I'll probably stick to more calorie dense carbs coming from starches and grains. But I mean, whatever works. You got science over here telling you that one thing works. You got pro bodybuilders, people who hold world titles, powerlifters telling you that another way works. So you've basically got an ongoing argument, and you've really just got to do some trial and error and see what works for you. But I hope you found this video useful and I've given you some ideas or some shit like that. I'll put a link for my Instagram and my Facebook page in the description. And yeah, you'll have some more content soon to come, just once I get around to it. And I hope you enjoyed this.